Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. We are moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Miami Dolphins. With that, let's get down to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Ready for football now on a sunny Florida afternoon. And we are underway from Miami. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Now a second down throw for Fitzpatrick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Well, it's about how teams are...
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last drive he threw the pick, but He's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Panthers have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Fitzpatrick now after the fumble recovery. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go your way, did it?
Defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Quick slant there gets him the first down. 6 yards on the play.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They run with Howard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2, and it brings up 4. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second down, here's Newton. He'll buy some time right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. He may try and run for this. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards that time out of the script. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Milage. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To the sideline, wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Newton on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's Newton, eluding the pressure right. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. That's caught. It's Thomas. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. His way in for a Panther score. Mike Tolbert, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to...
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Fitzpatrick now from the 50. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catches.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll try the air now with Newton. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 10-10 is the score, and we'll be back to South Florida after this. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. A shotgun snap for Newton. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton being chased out left. He may try and run for this. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big 1st down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun on third down, Newton. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On fourth down, Newton. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
They go play action here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
This is McCaffrey. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Here's Newton now on second down. Sliding out of the pocket. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaq Lawson. He's the one that finally runs him down, and that is a big, big loss. 18 yards.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long, it's Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
On the handoff, this is Howard. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Fitzpatrick. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Here's McCaffrey. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again. Then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
To throw on 2nd down. Newton throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Robbie Anderson from 3 yards out. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Gm. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10. At their own 43. Now Newton. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. Forced out to his left. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. The Panthers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now Newton on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Looking to throw on second down. Newton flush to his right. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
The Panthers on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll run it here. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
the ground, McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
To throw on second down. Newton steps away to his left. Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Thomas the intended target. And it's third down.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally you would think he'd just take off and run downfield. But he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey.
Throwing is Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Well contained there defensive. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And an alley to run. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Fitzpatrick brought in over the middle by Grant. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated. But you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Newton again. Buying time to his left. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Back to throw, Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
From the 50, Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Newton being chased out left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Newton. Completes it to Benjamin. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A Carolina first, Newton to Benjamin. On first down, Newton. Benjamin's got it. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
McCaffrey. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on second down is Newton. Flushed out right. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off Byron Jones. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 39 that time.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him. But he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive is very important.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second down, here's Newton. Steps away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Out to his left. His throw incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it's second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So, play call.
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton forced out to his left. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
They will go for it. Now Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. And this is going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 1st and 10, Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Newton on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Ron Rivera didn't get the nickname Riverboat Ron for nothing. His guys are going to go for 2 here.
That's it. 180. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
From the gun, here's Newton. Steps away to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary... Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that anytime they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
On third down, Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A give to Howard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Breida. Down right around the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They run again with Breida. And an alley to run. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are in for 6. He's given him a little jolt. Just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs down the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now a run with McCaffrey. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down.
Hey, hey!
Newton takes it himself. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Cam Newton is one of the most athletic, most unique quarterbacks we've ever seen. And his athleticism doesn't just show up when he's flipping over guys. It shows up even on plays as simple as quarterback sneaks.
They'll run with McCaffrey. About 3 yards there to the 27.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson, 27 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with 2 guys going up for the football. Which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will, as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Come the Dolphins now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, Fitzpatrick again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Dolphins on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Set. Move, 45.
They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick. It's complete to Grant. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big gain of 31 on third down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They run with Breida. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Set. Move, 45. Move, 45.
Now it's Breida. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Ready.
They'll try to throw here, Fitzpatrick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Adam Shaheen, a 1-yard touchdown reception. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Cam's going to run the option right. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Here's Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I can't help but laugh. And the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film, wanting to know why he's not getting starters carries.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with the Panthers. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side.
And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th. Fitzpatrick on 1st down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now it's Newton. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
A first down carry for Davis. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Out of the gun, Newton. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. They snap it to Newton. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, hey.
Newton's going to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now Newton being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Newton. Benjamin with it over the middle. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. And that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Set. Back 80. Gun. Gun.
Newton. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Ready. Back 80.
Throwing here, Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Newton to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 37. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Miami, so long, everybody.
Not headed to the airport for this one. One more day here will suit me just fine.